Morning, it's 6:45 on your Tuesday. You're looking at the Crystal City Sky Cam. We have some fog in the valleys this morning and otherwise just some general low cloudiness. We're going to burn that off pretty early this morning and we're going to get really hot and steamy going into your afternoon. Here is your weather story here for the next few days. The heat is on for sure. You're going to have to find some ways to keep cool. Lots of water, air conditioning, all those other heat tips. And you know what? It's going to be pretty steamy out there too. It's that air you can wear, as we like to call it. If you're not a fan of the heat and the humidity, we get some relief later this week as the cold front comes through. But that clash between that cold air and the hot air that we have in place likely to create some thunderstorms going into your late this week and into your weekend. 67 degrees right now, your temperature in Elmira, and the cloudy icon thanks to some dense fog that's outside here in Big Flats, Elmira, Horseheads. Visibility below about a quarter of a mile, so allow yourself a little extra time to get to where you need to be this morning as the fog will slow you down. 66 in Corning, 68 up in Dansville this morning, 68 as well in Wellsboro and Towanda. There's one of your cooler spots though, 63 degrees over in Ithaca this morning. We spin that map around, some other temperatures, some more muggy air in Erin at 65, 69 in Mansfield, 66 Thurston, 64 degrees down in New Albany. So we look at your satellite and your radar picture. The radar is quiet and satellite pretty quiet too because it can't pick up on some of the dense fog that we have in some of our valleys. But as I mentioned, we'll get rid of that pretty quickly this morning. We'll see some of that hazy sunshine. Now, what you're looking at here, your dew points, that absolute measure of moisture in the air. When you start to see these numbers getting into the 60s, it's starting to feel pretty humid. But those 70s, that's that real tropical stuff. And it's looking like that's where we'll be again today with high dew points creating some very tropical air. So your 24-hour planner, temperatures shooting up today through the 80s into the lower 90s, 5-degree guarantee at 93. Tonight temperatures only dropping back to the upper 60s and low 70s, so no relief for you tonight either. High pressure in place, pumping in some very hot and humid conditions again. Looks pretty boring here on Future Track because we're not tracking any rain showers for you. At least until we get to Thursday, that's when things will begin to change. So for today, pretty dry out there, but really humid, so you're going to have to avoid any kind of strenuous exercise in the afternoon hours. Wait till the evening when temperatures start to cool down a bit. Tonight, we'll see some more of that patchy valley fog forming, especially after midnight, so your travel tomorrow morning likely impeded a bit. By your afternoon, though, more sunshine. Tomorrow, probably the hottest day of the stretch with highs in the mid-90s and feels like temperatures closing in on 100. Then we'll start to see a cold front sag south from Canada later on Thursday, kicking off some isolated storms, and then those storms become more widespread for both Friday and Saturday. 7-day forecast. The heat is here. We'll have to just get used to it through about Friday and Saturday. Then much cooler and drier second half of your weekend and for the start of next week.